Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Has it ever happened with you that you were so stuck that you had no clue what to do at this situation? Has it ever happened to you that your mind just completely froze and you were like, I have no clue. What am I supposed to do next? What could be my next step? And has it ever happened to you that you were asking yourself, why me? Why this is happening with me and nobody else? What have I done wrong in this world? I'm sure we are all in this situation. I too had in my life several times this kind of situation where I got so stuck. But what I have found was to ask the right kind of questions. Once you ask the right kind of questions, you will get the right kind of answers. And in this video, this is what I'm going to talk about: what to do if you are stuck in your life and how you can come out of it. So, if that is something of your interest, please keep on watching until the end. Thank you. So, what happens when you are stuck in the life? In life, there are situations where you feel really, really stuck, and when you have no clue how to come out of it, what to do, what could be the right step. And sometimes we are so much stuck that we keep asking ourselves, why this happens to me? Why this has happened to me? Why this keeps happening to me? Why it always happens to me? Why I always miss my bus? Why I always miss my train? Why my planes are never on time? These are the small situations. But why I never get the job? Why this? Why that? Why that? We are always surrounded with so many questions, and that's what make our life, our questions, and that's what it is all about. But what can we do? What could be the situation? What could be the answer? Is there any way out? Is there any strategy? Is there any plans when we are stuck? What can we do? So, number one thing to do, and it is the most important thing, and at times we all forget to implement, is the acceptance. Acceptance of the situation, acceptance of the things as they are. Why it is sunny and why it is not, why it is cloudy, why it is raining. It is. The simple answer is it is. It is sunny. It is going to be sunny. It is going to be cold. It is going to be windy. It is going to be rainy. If I'm asking why, I might be just stuck there because there won't be any answer, because there won't be any solution, rather, because this is a nature and it has its own laws and they work as per that laws. So now, once you have this acceptance, and this I find is the hardest part for people. This is the hardest part for people to accept things as they are, to accept the situation, to accept people, to accept the circumstances we are in. And we say, why it happens to me? Why me? Why me? Why me? And I have heard from people, they always say, why me? Why it has happened to me? I haven't done anything wrong to anybody. And why this thing happened to me? Why I always have to struggle to get things in life? And why nobody else? Why my neighbors get it easy way? Or why my family members they find it easy way? And why I have to do it? And this is a very big, deep vicious circle where you are not going to find any solution, because the questions are not right. It has to be a right questions. So what is acceptance and why it is so important? Let me share a few examples, and then you let me know what example did you like, or you let me know what do you think about the acceptance part. So when I did my teacher training, yoga teacher training course, our teacher gave us example that they had an interview for yoga teachers. So there were so many of them, and one lady she came. Apparently, now this place, the place where I used to go, this place is very much near to the airport. So you will hear the plane sounds every few seconds or every few minutes. And while this candidate she came for the interview, she was very annoyed. You could see, because the moment she starts talking, she could hear the sound. She could hear the sound. She could hear the sound, and she's like, you know what? At one point, she said, this is very difficult for me because this thing keeps coming up, and it keeps coming. I am not comfortable. Maybe can we change the room and all that? So the person, the interviewer said, this is where the part is lacking. This is what you need to accept. this is the situation. This place is near the airport, and this is how it is going to be. When you work here, you are going to hear the plane sound. And apparently, trust me on that, in few days, starting days, I was also annoyed. But in 1 or 2 days, or maybe like after 5 6 days, I was so used to of it that I could not even hear myself, because I accepted this is a part of our life now. If I have to come here to learn something, this is like a package. This is what I have received in the package, and I have no choice. I have to accept it. So this is a very big lesson I learned on that day, that acceptance, the moment you accept that this is how it is, I will not say it becomes easier, the pain goes lesser, but I would say it just becomes, it is the fact, this is how it is. If we like it or not, this is how it is. And the moment we have that acceptance, then we can think ahead. Then our mind starts thinking ahead, that now what can I do the moment I accept it. uh, there are other situation, like if there is a breakup and you were in deeply love, but there is this breakup happen and it's not going to work out anymore. Most of the time people get stuck, why it happened to me, why he or she left me. But the moment you accept that this is what is happened, you can move on. There is a, it's not easy, it is not easy at all, but there are chances that you will come out of it eventually, because you have this acceptance. I'll tell you one more example. Three of us were flying and our plane was delayed. It was delayed for a very long time, and of course it was frustrating. Everybody was like, why this is happening, and this flight is not good, and we all go into this cycle of complaining about the company. This company is always like this. If it is somebody's fault, uh, if you miss a plane, you might start telling it. Now let's do what is next step. Let's find out what else we can do. And I understand it's not always that easy, it's not always that simple to find out what else can be done. And at times we can be really really stuck, where you can't find any solutions. But the moment you accept it, that is my first thing, very important. Once you accept it, then there might be a way to find out what else can be done. Next step is a choice. Now you have a choice, either to quit the situation wherever you are in, and most of the time that is the easiest one, I feel. Because if you jump into that part, if you go deep inside, there might be more struggles, there might be more uh, work to be done. It's very easy to quit at times, instead of just saying yes, I will do it no matter what happens. I am just going to uh, keep doing it, it's okay. And so what can be done? I really like this approach of think about a game like a ludo or a chess. There is always this opponent of yours, either you are very expert or they are, right? I mean, it works both the ways. So what happens, sometimes you are doing something and you think they might not be able to do it, but when they come up with their move, you are like, how did this person do it? How could this person do it? Because they might have more experience, they must have done more research, they must have done more than what you are doing at this moment. The best way is write down your problem on a table. Think about, it's a dining table or a chair where 3 4 people are sitting. Think about the people who are like your role model, who are doing this job much brilliantly than you are doing, your role model in your situation. And keep that paper and think about what would they do. So if it is somebody who is your vice president in your job, think about what this vice president might do, or think about what this lady might do. So there are 4 or 5 people, and look at the perspective from their side. Look at the perspective from their side. If it is your mom, think about how will my mom deal with this situation, or my parents will deal with the situation. So basically you are changing your perspective. Your focus is changed from you to others, and now they are doing it. So the same video, you might do it different way than how I am doing. So even my husband might be doing different way, and my son might be doing different way. Sorry for the noise. It's okay. Acceptance, remember, we have to accept. Yeah, so sorry for the noise. So that is very good solution for this, that you think about how others might deal with it. In a game everybody plays differently, so the moment you take their side or your opponent's side, you would see the cards. If you're playing a card game, everybody has different cards, so that's how they play different kind of games. But you must have heard that this player is really good, she always wins this one and she knows how to do it. Switch your focus to that one and then you will find the answer. So it's not always the problem. Ask the right questions, ask the right way of asking the questions, which is very important. So you have to have the acceptance, very important. It takes time, but accept it. Then you have a choice. Simple example, I remember telling it to one of my really good friend, I would say. So he had his breakup, and he was in very deep love. So I gave him a choice. I said, you have a choice. You cry for one day, you cry for 6 months, you cry for your entire life, or you accept it and learn to move on. And I know it's not easy. I know this is not easy. And but he got it. For some strange reason he got it, and he said, yes, you are right. When you miss a bus or a train and you wanted that train so much, but now you have already missed it, now what are you going to do? You are going to complain about the bus driver, your parents, your children who were taking time, your wife, your own self, instead of blaming all these people, because blaming is super easy. It's very easy to blame others, super easy job. But if you accept, okay, hang on, I have missed this one, I had important meeting, now what are the options? Cycle, walk, run, take a taxi, wait for another bus because the meeting was anyway rescheduled, take a plane, or what? You have these choices. We always have the choices to deal with any situation. The moment you change your questions, the moment you know how to ask different questions, you will get different answers. If I keep asking the same questions, guess what? I'm going to have the same answers. And when I am stuck in my own life, I have my role model Tony Robbins, and I have few other peoples as well. But Tony Robbins, I would think, what would Tony Robbins do in this situation? And I get a very different perspective because I know he comes from a different level of where he is, and I'm on a different level. And I'm not telling that I am there to match his level, but what I'm saying is, the moment I think that what would Tony Robbins do, I am out of my situation. Now he is dealing with the situation. The pressure is off from my shoulder. Now I'm thinking, what would he do? How would he talk? How would he do things? And that way it becomes not my too much stress, is now somebody else's stress, and it's a beautiful process. I really like that part, so I thought let me share it with you. And if you have stayed until the end, thank you so much. If you like my videos, please share it with others, and please don't forget to subscribe. I have gratitude 31 days challenge on my YouTube, so check out that video as well. And remember, you always have a choice. Wherever you are stuck, you have a choice. But first of all, before you take the choice, whenever you are stuck in life, accept the situation. Now think about how others might do in your community, or your role model, or the person who is expert in that situation, and then re-evaluate the situation, rethink about the same situation. I am sure you will find a way out. Let me know what was a part of the video you really liked. What could I improve? What are the different topics you think I could cover on my channel? And yeah, just keep watching my videos. Thank you all so much, and please subscribe. Please subscribe. Bye.